Today's episode covers Sunday, May 12th, 2024, day 32 of my Great American Motorcycle Adventure. It was also Mother's Day, and I was thinking about my mom. She died on Mother's Day 31 years ago. She loved to travel, she loved the Southwest, and I think she would have loved a journey like the one I'm on right now. Today's meanderings were just over 150 miles. It wasn't a long day, but it was one of those days where everything changed. I started the morning in Dolores, Colorado at 35 degrees, layered up and watching my breath fog the air. And by the time I rolled into Mexican Hat, Utah, it was 78 and dry as a bone. It felt less like interstate travel and more like an interplanetary journey. The route took me southwest, out of Colorado, brushing close to the Four Corners, where Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah all meet. From there, I picked up 162 towards Bluff, and then 163 south to Mexican Hat and Monument Valley. There's no straight line through the desert in Utah, and that's kind of the point. Every curve, climb, and descent revealed a new and rugged landscape. The further I got into Utah, the more it felt like the land was letting go of any semblance of softness. The green forests and gray mountain rocks disappeared, and in their place this incredible palette of red and rust and clay. Burnt sienna cliffs, terracotta ridges, deep umber shadows stretching across the desert floor, and the electric blue sky that made everything else pop. After riding past Goosenecks, Mexican Hat, the rock formation, and Mexican Hat, the town, Monument Valley came into view, and it grew larger every minute. I passed Forest Gump Point. You know the scene, where he finally stops running and turns around. This is that spot, and lots of folks were there trying to recreate that iconic shot. If you're riding through, watch out for the tourists with selfie sticks in the middle of the road. Monument Valley is a stunning part of the Colorado Plateau. Its towering sandstone buttes formed over 160 million years ago through a combination of sedimentation, uplift, and erosion. This land belongs to the Navajo Nation, and it feels special in a way that's hard to describe. Like the rocks themselves are holding stories older than we can imagine. Iron oxide produces the iconic red, baked over millennia by sun and time. For the Dene, the Navajo people, these formations are more than geology. They're sacred landmarks, woven into the creation stories and cultural traditions. And Monument Valley is still home to many families and is managed as a Navajo tribal park. I didn't take the tour this time. I actually did that about 20 years ago, when Donette and I took a month-long motorcycle trip from Dallas to the Grand Canyon. Her brother Scott met us at the canyon and drove with us for a few days through Navajo lands, Monument Valley, and Four Corners. Even from the road, though, it hits you, the scale, the majesty, and the sense of history. Turning around, I headed back north to the town of Mexican Hat. I checked into the hotel and ended up chatting with a couple from Switzerland. They had flown into Vegas and had been driving through Utah in almost exactly the reverse of my plan. They had already been to the Grand Canyon, Bryce, and Zion, and were heading through New Mexico and into Texas next. The hotel restaurant was closed, so we swapped stories over a couple of beers, Caesar salads, and snacks from the 7-Eleven across the street. It was not the finest meal on this trip, but it worked. It's wild how everything shifted. 2 days ago, I was riding a steam train through a dense forest. Yesterday, I was rerouting around snow, and today, I'm in the desert, riding through dry, unforgiving landscapes, where the only relief from the sun is a sliver of shade under a gas station canopy. Utah doesn't ease you in. It doesn't offer you comfort. It just says, okay, you ready? Let's go. As I was researching a quote for today, I came across this by Wallace Stegner. You have to get over the color green. You have to quit associating beauty with gardens and lawns. And that's exactly right. This kind of beauty isn't easy, or lush, or filled with sound. It's hot, stark, sheer, and filled with silence. But it's beautiful in a way that nothing else is, and it stays with you. Tomorrow, I'm heading up to Moab. I've got a 1 to 2 p.m. entry window for Arches National Park. It'll be the first of Utah's Big 5 national parks that I'll visit. Canyonlands, Capitol Reef, Bryce, and Zion are next. I've been looking forward to this stretch since the beginning of the trip. Thanks for riding along. Until the next ride, be safe, be curious, and keep meandering.